Hey guys, Phoenix Spring Tarot. So in this reading, we would be looking at Trump. I was going to do a pick a card reading before, but then my spirit guides said no, they want me to do a current energy reading into Trump. So we'll keep this quick. We'll do a reading into his current health. We'll be doing a reading into the foreign policy landscape, the geopolitical landscape. So we'll be looking at Israel, Russia, China. So we'll be looking at that. We'll be also looking at the US economy, looking at ICE and looking at US economy and socio-political policies and so on. So that's what we'll be covering in this reading. Spirit guides, guardian angels, please protect us as we do this reading. Please protect myself. Please protect and bless those viewing this reading. May we only channel messages. Chariot and Page of Pentacles. Oh, gosh, Chariot and Page of Pentacles. Okay. Maybe only channel messages of the highest divine light, of the highest truth, of the highest frequency. Please provide us insight into what's going on with Trump currently at this point in time for all the aforementioned areas. Please provide us insight and nuance into this situation to expand our collective awareness and understanding. Thank you. Okay, so we'll start with Trump's current energy, just a general energy for me to look into him, and then we'll go into the questions or the areas that I raised before. All right, so in terms of his current energy, what I'm picking up here with the Seven of Cups is, and also all messages in my readings are alleged until proven fact. I am based over the UK. I'm not based in the States, so I don't have any political leanings. I read the cards as they are. I often find with politics we're between the devil and the deep blue sea, and I don't think any political parties really serve us. Like whether you're in the UK, whether you're in America, they don't serve us the way we would like to be, the way we ought to be served and represented. Okay, let me just start off by saying that. All right. So, and as with all readings on my channel, I try to approach it from an objective perspective. All right. So, okay. So let's get into this. With the Seven of Cups, I am picking up on someone who, the way they're giving it to me, they're giving me the phrase has lost control. It's like I've sort of lost control of everyone. I've sort of lost. Okay. Again, it's like he is not in control. Sorry, that's like I'm getting the Seven of Cups and I'm getting it next to the Hierophant. And I'm going to give a message way back, this is months ago now, when Israel invaded Iran. And remember when Trump, and I think it was after that, they showed me an image of Trump coming out and speaking to the press without his tie on, if you remember that, and he swore and so on. And I know a lot of people would not believe me when I say this, but he did not know that Israel was going to invade Iran. He did not know that. It's as if there were a number of people, and they're showing me an image of Ted Cruz and so on, wanted it to go forward. They were advising Trump that it was something that needed to be done, but Trump had made a decision or put his thrown his support for it, and then he saw it had happened, and to save face, Trump had to play along. That was a message I received around that invasion of Iran before. And when he came out and spoke to the press, that was also the reason why he was on the back for the way that's the reason why he was so as angry as he was. I don't know why they're giving that to me, but they're just showing me the image. I'm just giving it. There is something interesting about this Hierophant card because, to be fair, this does not represent. We'll see whether it does, but this does not represent Trump. Trump should. It just doesn't. It's as if with this Seven of Pen, with this page of, here we go. It's like, this is what I mean. Like, this is Trump's energy and his character. Like, it's like a page of Pentacles, but at the moment, it's like he is going around to people or different groups to try to curry favor and to try to put himself back in the position of being in charge. But it's as if at the moment he isn't. It's like, they're just showing me like, kids running off in all different directions and everything is just chaos and he doesn't have a handle on it right now. Yeah, that's just what I'm getting. That's his general energy. Let's see if there's anything else that we could pick up with this. Yeah, Five of Cups. Like it's not Five of Cups, just talks about that disappointment. Six of Cups, people that you should be relying on to have your back just don't, or you're expecting things to go a particular way and they're just not. Right? That's the energy that I'm picking up on here. Okay, let's get into this. Let's get into his health. So, guys, Father Angels, thank you for those messages so far. Let's get into John's health. Let's get into his health. I know, so guys, we don't usually do health readings. I don't know why we're doing this, but let's look at this. Okay. What they're showing me is that with a number of these, for a number of these wands, it's almost as if these wands are being featured as veins for me. Like there is something to do with the blood or something around the blood. They're saying, whether it's something like cholesterol or whether there is something to do with his heart or to do with his liver or something along those lines. That's the general gist that they're giving me. All messages are alleged until proven fact. Whatever this is, it appears to be brought on by stress, is what I'm seeing. It's a general health decline. And, they're showing me, like with a lot of presidents before him, they're showing me an image of Obama. When Obama started and during Obama's second term, like Obama went completely grey. Like it's something along those lines. So it's to be expected with the pressure of a second term. However, it's something that they're trying to put a brave face. They're going to try to put a brave face on it. But it's something that he needs to look into, like how do they do it? Could they do this with medication? Could they not? Would medication be enough? All messages are alleged until proven fact. I'm seeing a lot of two here. Two. Twos in a reading such as this on health ain't good. It's like being on the precipice of something. Which way do you go? Let's just hope that he is with this full energy. His health is something that he needs to take seriously. Like his health is more serious than I think people are aware or people are letting on. Judgment card with health as well. That's not good. I feel some people in certain quarters are aware of this, and with the King of Swords, they've sort of put a wrap on it, or they've suppressed it, or there may be a media or news blackout on it, or there is something along those lines when it comes to this. Yeah, I'm seeing that with the Strength card as well. Yeah, but with the Three of Swords, there is something of that's happening and going on also. But with this High Priestess, when it comes to health, it's something that they're going to see whether they'll be able to manage it. We may expect some comms or some soft stories about this in the next coming months. We'll see in terms of how they position it. However, Trump is strong. He is resilient. Yeah. There's a lot of strength and resilience in having a strong mind that he is operating on right now. But he needs to be very careful when it comes to his health. Like if he doesn't, with this full energy and a Five of Pentacles, if he doesn't, either listen to the doctors or take the precautions that they're advising, like whether he could end or whether he could see the end of his tenure as president and what state he ends up in, coming down to his end of his tenure, we will see. But that I don't like putting these things out there. But you know what I'm alluding to. I wouldn't say it, but you know what I'm alluding to with the Fool energy. I'm walking off a cliff and not seeing the cliff. Okay? I'm not going to say it. Okay. Sometimes not everything needs to be said. Okay? Anything else that we can look into? Anything else that we need to raise regarding chess? Stress and cholesterol and heart and liver. That's what I'm seeing maybe at the moment. And it's as if a connection of these things, slight issue with the kidneys also. Oh my goodness, I'm shuffling and the same cards keep on coming through. The strength and the Five of Pentacles and being on medication is just strength and Five of Pentacles. And something being bandaged or something being taken care of when it comes to him and his health. Let me see if there's anything else that we need to know. Yeah, it's something with the Eight of Swords reverse that they're keeping under wraps for now, that they don't really want anyone to know of, but there is treatment and precautions being taken and someone weighing up their options. This is a medical issue that he has known of and he has been keeping on top of as well. I'm also saying that it's not just one issue, but it's like, but they're really showing me circulatory system for the moment, but it's as if that leads to other issues, or the identifying and the treatment of that leads to something else, if you see what I mean. Like, okay, I've gone enough into this. Let's move on. So what's next? So let us look at, so we looked at personal energy, we looked at health, Israel, Russia, and the geopolitical landscape right now. Let's look at that. Let's look at the foreign policy, geopolitical landscape, Israel, Russia, China. Let's look at that right now. Let's get my foreign policy deck. Okay. I'm going to say this. Again, all messages are alleged until proven fact. And I'm not taking any political sides here. Or I'm not here to put a view on what foreign policy is right and what foreign policy position isn't. I'm not doing that here in this reading. Again, we talked about with the Seven of Cups, Trump losing control, right? And from a political perspective, what's... Okay, they're giving me this message loud and clear. All messages are alleged until proven fact. I don't know if I said this earlier. I can't remember what I said earlier, but what I'm picking up on is that when Israel invaded Iran, Trump did not know when Israel was going to invade Iran, and he was put on the back foot. Did I say this in my introduction? Because I'm looking at this Seven of Cups. Sorry, when I'm channeling, I can't remember. I just speak, so I don't know. But that's what I'm picking up on. He was aware that it was on the table, but he hadn't agreed. Like, I'm seeing like the Ted Cruz and so on wanted it to happen, but he hadn't given his go ahead to do it. So when it actually happened, he was caught unawares. And that is part and parcel of this losing control. It's like this justice reverse and the chariot is like going ahead and doing something, and you're just like, what? And having it being reported. So when it was shown on the news, or it was only after it had happened, it's almost like the equivalent of hearing it on the news. And that is why he came out. You remember when he came out to the press and he wasn't wearing a tie, and he was very angry and he swore and he was talking about Israel and Iran getting it together and so on. It was like he was really angry and he was really mad. There is a lot of things unraveling in the background and him losing control, and the geopolitical landscape is one. With the justice reverse, this should not be like this. This was not meant to be like this. And again, some of you may agree, some of you would not. I'm just delivering the messages the way that they're giving it to me. But this weak foreign geopolitical position that America is in did not start with Trump. It was like it's a hangover from the last administration with this justice reverse. There were certain things with the justice reverse that should have been done. There are certain actions with the chariot that should have been taken. Certain actions which are obvious that needed to be taken that just weren't taken. It's like a lot of people sitting down and staring at the problem, or not taking the right decisions. Yeah, not taking the right decisions or not making the right moves with this justice reverse. Something carrying on for too long is another position that I'm taking, that I'm seeing here. And when we have the justice reverse and something going on for too long, they're alluding that this is Russia. Like with Russia, Ukraine, it's been going on for too long. It was going on for too long. Because people like stalled on it. It's like with the justice reverse, like okay, all messages are alleged until proven fact. It's like wanting this war. So you don't step up and do what's right. So now you have someone with the emperor and the justice reverse that's now coming in and trying to, with the Six of Swords, take people out of this situation. Sorry, guys. I did not, they asked me to do this. I didn't expect to get all of this, but we have the death card on the star. It's all a little too late. In all my time given political readings, this has just come through really smooth. I wasn't prepared for it. Like America trying, with the emperor trying to reassert control. We have the death card. We have the star. It's all a little too late at this point. Sorry, that's what I'm seeing. There is a new rising world order that's coming through right now. It's like the sunset over America. Like that's it. Like there is a new world order. There is something new that's coming through right now. With the Hierophant, a new world order and it's with the Knight of Swords, it's coming through thick and fast. They were always coming, but it's as if in recent months, the speed at which they're coming has been amplified. It almost reminds me of the military, not a parade that China had recently that Russia and India went to with the Knight of Swords. It almost reminds me of that. That in conjunction with the star that we all saw on TV, it's like a new world order that's coming through. And with this Knight of Swords, it's Knights and Swords are talking about action, and it's being brash rather. It's like, let's use China for a moment. It's like, no, let's use China, let's use Russia. It's like they are saying, we are here now. Like, it's almost as if Putin views Trump as, it's just a game, and he views it as a game, and he doesn't take it seriously because there's nothing America could do now. Like, this is literally it. There's a new sheriff in town, basically, a new sheriff in the world, with the sun. They're no one's holding back now. It is what it is. We will show this, Trump is presiding over the sun setting on its world dominance. That's what we're seeing. It's like becoming a relic, right? What about Israel and all of this? High Priestess, Judgment, Four of Wands. Okay, again, I'm not taking any political sides here. Three of Cups, back of the deck. Dare I say of Israel being a distraction? It's like being caught up with Israel and Palestine. And when I say a distraction, I mean like the media and the way it's been spent and the way it's been covered. I'm not taking away from the seriousness of what's happening over there. But it's as if America could only put its focus on so many areas all at the same time. And because of being taken up with this, with the High Priestess represented with the High Priestess, the Four of Wands, and mind you, this has come across the Justice card reverse. Right? We talk about Israel. It's as if the eyes were taken off the prize of what was going on with the Russia and China. It's Russia, China, and then there's someone else as well. There's Russia, China, and then there's someone else. There could very well be a war coming. Because we have, with this new world order coming through, this may be inevitable. If America goes into a war right now. Okay. I don't feel comfortable continuing this reading, basically. I'm just going to post what I have and I'm going to leave it at that. Thanks, bye.